FM 94, The Dark. Jay-Z hanging out with you here, and it is a Wednesday night, and yes, it is that time. It's time to get to know another band we play here on The Dark, and on the phone right now, I'm talking with the lead singer of the band Black Oxygen, which is out of Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm talking to David Lyle. And David, first of all, are you calling from Kansas City today?
Yes, we are. We're actually on set for a new music video today. It's definitely a pleasure to talk to you.
So what you're telling me basically is it's total chaos today, right?
Today has been one of those days. There's just been, a lot of work every day getting this new video filmed, and it's definitely one of the biggest videos we've done yet. And between video and rehearse and everything, and we're really excited to get back out on the road to, see the fans. And we've been hearing a lot of great feedback from the fan base following we have about our new record beating time, and we're very excited to get back out there to everybody.
We'll talk about the new album and the video and all that stuff going on, but we need to get the origin of this band. And how did Black Oxygen all come about?
Black Oxygen, it has been around for a bit. We released our first record, American Dream, in 2012, and we did over 96 shows from 2012 2013 for that album. And we were done with that record. We got in contact with Brett Hessler, a mutual friend, was at a show, and he really liked our music and the live set of playing. And we connected, and we recorded our new album, Beating Time, with him in Orlando, Florida. And the band is myself, vocals, lead guitar, and songwriting, and my brother Nick plays on the drums, and our best buddy Jordan, growing up, and he's on the bass guitar. So
very cool, very cool. And obviously the name Black Oxygen, I always have to ask how the name origins come by these bands. How did you guys come up with Black Oxygen?
That was a name back in the day when came up with that name. That was a name that there was about 200 to 300 names written down, and that one we just liked the sound of that one the most, and so we've rolled with that name ever since, and we've got a lot of great response from people on the name.
How about the background for you, at least music wise? How did you get into the music business?
I got into music. I started playing when I was 13 years old, and the first place I got a group of buddies together from when I was going to school in 7th grade, and we got a group together, and the first show was at the Grand Emporium, and it's no longer open in downtown Kansas City. It was an awesome place. A lot of really cool people played there, and after playing, when I was 17, I got a very wild phone call, and it ended up out in California with the actor Jamie Foxx and several other producers, and then after that, I got everything straight, and I was like, you know what, I got all these songs, and buddies in the band, and got back to Kansas City and rehearsed the record, and got all the songs ready, and we recorded the first album, American Dream, and it was so crazy. It was an eye opener, and the first time in life when it was done, and we started getting it out to all these different people, and with our manager that saw us perform back in the day, and he's been rolling with us ever since, Scott, and we started getting the music out to all the different managements we could in the country, and people really started catching on to the record. And the first big show for that record was at Rockfest in Kansas City in May of 2012 in front of over 60,000 people. I mean, it was such a surreal thing, and we were really thankful. And after that, LeJohn from Seven Dust, he approached me after that show, and he really wanted to bring us on tour of Seven Dust. And he was like, "You guys want to go?" And I was like, "Of course we want to go." And so we did that, and just like a stack of dominoes, doors kept opening and opening for different tours and radio opportunities. And then after all the touring, in 2013, the American Dream single went to hot sales on the Billboard chart in the United States. It was right up there with Adele, and we were a few ahead of the Rolling Stones. And Take It to the Limit charted in, like, I think it was the top 60 category in active rock. But after that, we through a mutual friend that saw us play, we recorded our new album recently with Brett Hesla. He played in Dark New Day. He also was bass in Creed. And after that, we shot Living the Life, the music video, out in Hollywood, California, and partly in Kansas City. And man, we live for music every day when we get up, and really appreciate you taking your time to take an interest in the new album.
Awesome, and we're talking right now with David Lyle. He's the lead singer of the band Black Oxygen. You mentioned the American Dream, your first CD, and actually that's when I got tipped off about a couple of years ago when the actual single, The American Dream, came out. I believe it actually charted at number 48, I want to say, at one time on Active Rock Radio. And that's kind of what got us interested in this band a little bit. And then also our good friend Barry Lyons, too, had mentioned about you guys, too. And now you guys seem to be getting bigger and better. It takes time, doesn't it, in this industry to get where you want, doesn't it, David?
It's if in my opinion, I believe if you want to be in this musical game, it's definitely more work than everybody could possibly imagine, and you have to live it and breathe it and wake up every day and know that's it's really in your heart. And we do it because it's not about just being a rock star or anything like that. It's we love playing together, but most importantly, it's about inspiring other people and kids too, and let them know, hey, if you really want to do something, you have the power to. You could follow your dreams and make what you want to do happen. And at a lot of the shows and stuff, there's been a lot of lyrics and stuff. People will come to us and say it, and they talk to them in different ways, and it's really cool just to you have that connection with your fans at the shows that feel like they're, in a sense, family, because you notice the people that really truly believe, and they come back and support every time, and it just keeps growing bigger and bigger as time goes by. It's kind of hard to describe it. That's the best way I can describe it to you.
Hey, David, I want to ask you some questions to get to know you a little bit more, which I think will help us get to know the band a little bit more. Here's question number one. What's in your music collection that might shock me?
Man, I love all types of music, from, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, The Who, The Foo Fighters, Nirvana, Creed, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. I even love like, I love all types of music. I appreciate music for what it is. And I even like rap, like as far as, Eminem, Dr. Dre. I really appreciate, all types of music, like Johnny Cash. It goes on and on and on. We love listening to all different types of stuff.
Awesome. How about what current band right now in active rock are you really digging right now?
Right now, a band that I was, the last tour we went on tour. We did a tour with Pop Evil, and I didn't listen to those guys so much before, and I heard, going on tour with them. They're just really great guys, and been listening to some of their new stuff lately, and really like that. And lately, I've been listening to a lot of the Foo Fighters, and it kind of changes up here and there.
There's another question, and this I'm not trying to stump you here. It might take you a second or two to think about this, but what artist would you like to cover one of your songs?
You know what? It would have to be something that is so much more different than Black Oxygen. So
right.
I would say something crazy like Johnny Cash or some Elvis Presley or something like that.
Cool. Absolutely. That and I get a lot of different answers on that. It's a question I ask everybody that I always interview, And generally, obviously, most of them say exactly the same thing. They want somebody that's going to dissect the song, not even make it like a rock song, and turn it into something else that could fit another genre. I've had rap before in that, and obviously I can see where you're coming from with some of the music that you have, more of like the nostalgic, maybe an Elvis Presley or more of a Johnny Cash.
Definitely.
Hey, you're in charge of putting together a 3-band bill. Okay, so it's Black Oxygen, and there's 2 other bands that you're going to hang out with that night. They can be bands that no longer are in existence. They don't have to be bands. They can be just an artist. Who would those other 2 bands be on that same stage with you that night? What would be your ultimate bill?
You know what? I would have to go with... the Foo Fighters, Guns N' Roses, and the Beatles.
Nice. That'd be a lot of fun just hanging out with them, not even playing, just hanging out with them, wouldn't it?
Definitely. That'd be awesome.
Just pick their brain all day long, all night long, huh?
It would be a hell of an experience. That's definitely for sure. On all different ends.
Hey, we're talking with David Lyle. He's the lead singer of the band Black Oxygen. Another question I want to ask you is, what does it mean to you to hear your music on the radio?
It's I've heard it a few times, and it's really weird because growing up, as our lives have changed so much over time, from being a kid in the basement, practicing 12 or 13 hours a day, in, like I said, a little concrete basement, working really hard, and everything keeps growing and growing. It's so hard to describe the feeling, and it feels very, very surreal. And when it happens, or we'll get a text or call and say, "Hey, we just heard your song on the radio from a friend or something." We're just overall really thankful that people, there's an interest to make that possible.
Right on. Now, you obviously just released a new album last week called Beating Time. Talk about the album a little bit and what's behind the album.
On the new record, Beating Time, there's so much different styles of music from start to finish. I mean, there's some hard stuff, there's some slow stuff, there's some bluesy stuff, there's even a little bit of country stuff. I mean, and there's a full orchestra song. I mean, the record, it has something for everybody. And, it's one of these records you cannot just listen to 1 or 2 songs. If you listen to start to finish, 1 to 16, that's when it justifies and shows the record to its fullest, max to everybody. Can't wait for everybody to listen to it. If you guys haven't heard it before, you guys can order a signed hard copy at blackoxmusic.com. It's on iTunes, Amazon, on any online digital store, in the world. And, definitely check out the album, and can't wait for you guys to hear the song that fits you best.
Say, David, how can fans that maybe aren't fans yet get to learn more about the band Black Oxygen? How can they find out more about you?
The best way to find out about Black Oxygen is, we're always updating our Facebook and our Twitter and our Instagram and our YouTube channel. A lot of people follow that, and, there's always new stuff there every single day, every few days. But definitely, Facebook.com/Black Oxygen Music, Twitter.com/Black Oxygen 1, and same as well for the Instagram and YouTube as well. We have several different music videos, different stuff from tour. There's a lot of stuff up there.
And you mentioned tours. Any chance getting up to Minnesota sometime here in the next maybe 6 months or so?
Oh, that is definitely possible. I would really, really love to make that happen. With the team. There's anybody out there from May 27th to July 5th. If you guys want to make a road trip, we're going to be out on the road, and definitely appreciate if you guys could swing by, and we'll take care of all of the fans that want to show up.
Awesome. You know what we're going to do now, David? We're gonna play your
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna play your latest song, "Living the Life." Does that sound good?
Let's do it.
All righty. Hey, thanks so much for this interview. A lot of fun, and we'll see you out the road sometime. Okay.
Well, hey, James, thank you. Really appreciate it. And everybody out there, have a great day, and we'll see you guys soon. So thank you so much.
All right. Once again, that's David Lyle from the band Black Oxygen. This is his latest. This is called "Living the Life." It's on the Dark on FM